Ah, we're live and we're the right way around this time. I don't know what happened there, but I went the wrong way around. Anyway, good morning. You are live with Emer from Stampin' Colour. And this morning I am going to make a gift bag. It's a surprisingly large gift bag. I made it last night, as usual, on my little team night. We were casing... we have different themes every week of projects we do, and last night we were casing a project that I'd found and I wanted to recreate, so we all made our own versions. And here's the one I made. It's from a French demonstrator. Her name is Ludovine Bertois, and her website is Ludivine Création, and you can find... she even has a video as well if you get bored watching mine, but it's all in French, so I thought I would show you how to make it in English. We'll be using the same measurements, etc. as excuse me, Ludovine used. I'll just show you. Here is the one I made. So it's rather large, look, compared to my head. It's a rather large gift bag, really roomy. Could fit gloves, scarf. If you reinforce the bottom, you can maybe put something heavier in it, so like chocolates or perfume or toiletries. Anyway, I thought it was a great bag. I've made mine. This is with our free celebration paper that we had back the last time we had celebrations, so watch out, next one's coming up very soon in January. But I thought this was pretty cute, and as always I like to practice on my free stuff. Bit silly because, you know, but you know, don't want to waste the really good paper in case I make a mistake, but it was quite easy to make, so I thought I would share that with you this morning. So let's get started. I'm going to use this time Painted Christmas, so I'll point you to it first. So we are using this sheet of Painted Christmas DSP. So it's lovely shades of the Evening Evergreen, and obviously the browns of the pine cones. But so what you will need, you're going to need 2 pieces of the DSP. I'll put all the measurements, I'll just point you down a little bit further so I can see if anyone comments. Let me know if you're here, just give me a little hello, so I'm not talking to myself. Obviously if you're watching on YouTube, just drop a comment. I'd love to hear from you. So these measure 15 by 25 centimeters, and you will need 2 pieces of these. So that's obviously for the patterned part of the bag. Excuse me. You will need 2 small pieces, which are, I'm going to pick out the Evening Evergreen from this DSP. So you need 2 small pieces which measure 8 centimeters by 15 centimeters, so 2 of those, and those will form the side panels. You will need 1 piece at 8 by 27 centimeters, and that's going to be the base of your bag, and another piece at 8 centimeters by 25 centimeters, which will be the flap of your bag. And then this is an extra little piece should you wish to use it. It's not necessary if you plan to give something kind of light, but if your gift was going to be heavy, this is just a little reinforcement piece, and this measures 6 by 25 centimeters. So let's get started. I'm also going to use, you'll probably need an extra little bit for a tag, but I'm going to use, just to finish it off, this is our in colour ribbon, and this is also Evening Evergreen. What do we officially call that? We call that the open weave ribbon, so in Evening Evergreen. So getting out, I'm just going to score in with my trimmer. So first of all, my 8 by 27 centimeter piece, I'll just move these out of the way for now. I'm going to score that at 1 centimeter all the way around. So let's do that. So good morning. If you've just joined us, we are making a large gift bag. It's kind of in the style of a clutch bag, a lady's clutch bag. But oh, I've just knocked off my little little thingy fell off. Little thingy, whatever you would call the little thingy, but they're quite easy to put back on. scoring tool. Okay, so that's the scoring done on my base piece. Then I have got my 2 bits that are 8 by 15 centimeters, and I'm going to score 1 centimeter on either side again, similarly. So you could sort of say we'll do it at 1 and we'll just turn it around, it's easier. So 1 centimeter either side, and then we're going to come back to that in a minute. So 1 centimeter either side. I don't very often make 3D items on lives because I get a little nervous and can sometimes get a little bit fingers and thumbs. So fingers crossed this one will go okay. Right, so this is my 8 by 25 centimeters, and this is gonna be the flap of the bag, the kind of closure thing, and I'm going to score 2 centimeters on that. Okay, so let's oh no, I need this again actually. So in this, so we've got this 8 by 15, we're going to find the middle point of this, and I'm just going to see if I can spot my pencil case so I can get a little pencil. Where would my pencil be? Here it is. Okay, so we're going to just we're going to just make a little pencil mark at 4. And do the same on the other one. So central point of this. Then what we're going to do is we are going to score a line. We're going to kind of create a triangle going from this central point right down to the score line. So let's try and get that ready about there. And then the same again from the pencil line down to the score line. Okay, so we have that sort of, if you can kind of see that. Hard for me to see if you can see that, but kind of, if you can see the scoring there. Oh, postman's early today. Cue barking. Okay, so we've got here again, we have the little pencil line. I'm just repeating that on the other piece. And same on the other side. Excuse my dogs. I like to announce the postman's arrival. Okay, so I think that is all our scoring done. You shouldn't be too low. So just going to reinforce my score lines with my bone folder, which I have not treated myself to a new one yet. I keep saying I will, and I don't. I use mine for spreading ink around. Hopefully he doesn't have anything for me that I need to go to the door for. I think that's him off. He's off again. Right, they should be quiet in a minute. At some point they realise he's gone. And then they might come down to tell me as if, Mum, have you not seen the post? That man's here again. No. I'm going to have to close the door because that's going to annoy me. Bear with me a second. Okay, so back to this piece, which is the flap. We're going to form the flap. So again, and just to finish it off, it's not totally necessary, but it does look a lot nicer if we just round the corners of these. So we have this, what is the official name? Triple punch, trio corner punch. Let me just check the official name of it in case you are looking for it and think. The detailed trio punch. Okay, so it's got this little floral kind of corner, obviously the corner rounder, and then that little useful bit if you are wanting to make like a hole in a tag or something like that. But we're using this one, which is just the corner rounder. So it makes a nice round corner like that. Oh, and I didn't press that one hard enough. But don't wreck this now, I shouldn't. But apologies for that. Didn't press it hard enough. Okay, we'll just round that off with the scissors. There. Okay, so that is my flap, that's my base, and these are my two sides. I'll just give a little fold on the diagonal lines as well. So I don't know where you are, where you're watching from, but we had some snow here yesterday. Saturday morning, loads of snow. Didn't lie, because it was, even though it was cold enough to lie, the ground was a bit wet. So it lay momentarily. My kids went out and had snow angels and all that sort of thing. But yeah, it was quite exciting. So just going to cut off these little edges, or little corners rather. And so this is my base. And then we'll pretty much be all ready to stick it together. It really comes together quite quickly. The only thing that takes time is whatever way you want to decorate it, but the actual construction of the bag is super quick. So we've got our little base like that. Hey Carolyn, how are you? Yeah, we had snow here. I didn't really think it was going to get down as far as here, but it did. So, what we're going to do is attach, if you look at my original, we're going to attach our sides to our DSP. So, this is going to be the bottom. Now, this one thing to remember, depending on what DSP you are using, you want to be careful of the direction. So my DSP doesn't matter, it sort of goes anyway, doesn't really matter which direction. But if you had something, you want the pattern going as if that's the triangle, so top to bottom that way. So we're just going to start off with our glue. I'm going to use my normal Tombow. You could use turn tape. I will actually use turn tape for the flap and in the end, or Seal Plus or whatever. But obviously having the, sorry, I can't talk, and line things up at the same time. With the Tombow, you get a little bit of wiggle room. So just give it a couple of seconds just to take. Oh, well, I'm glad I'm keeping you company cleaning the kitchen. Yeah, clean the kitchen is a bit of a thankless task. I love Mondays. Mondays is normally cleaning day as well for me. And then they all come back and you wouldn't know you touched it within 5 minutes. They make themselves a snack and they don't exactly tidy up after themselves. And kitchen looks, yeah. But for a little while on a Monday lunchtime, it's beautiful. So just going to stick the other side on here. Yeah. Same the world over, I think, Carolyn. So that is one side. So you can see how it's coming together. And then we can do the other side. So obviously make sure that you get top and bottom the same. Or have the points of your triangle going the same direction. Just line those up edge to edge, best you can. my November class used the Painted Christmas DSP, and this was one sheet that I didn't actually use. So I had a full sheet that I could play with. I don't know why it's beautiful, but it just didn't go with the card designs I was making. So just getting that last bit together. I'm going to slide that down a tiny bit. Hold on, you're not quite. Wait a minute. It's just peeking out a little bit over the edge, but I want it to be okay. Okay, so that is the basis of our bag. Obviously this being the top, and we're just waiting for the bottom. So let's start. We'll start with, I need to move you up a little bit so I mightn't see the comments anymore. But I'll start with one tab on this side. This is the bit that gets a little bit pernickety, whatever the word is. But just trying to show what I'm doing on camera. I think Ludovine had the same problem. Again, here you could, if you're more comfortable with the stronger glues, the tape glues, tape runners, but it is just a little bit tricky to get, oops, I've gone over there, to get it in and get it stuck if you're using those Stamp and Seal or, what's the other one, Tear and Tape. So I do prefer the liquid glue for this. Let's try and get this one. Lift that up a little bit so I can get my glue close to the edge. When I have it all glued down, I can go back in with my bone folder and make sure that I get it nicely bonded. So for this little bit, I'm going to kind of try and do it with kind of like this, but I need the glue on it first, so I'm not sure what you can see at this point, if anything. I'm probably too close to the camera and making it blurred, but I'll just use, what can I use that I don't mind getting glue on? A little piece of paper. Whoops, I don't really want sticky fingers. So just manipulating this to go in like so. A little bit tricky at the end for the final one, but I'm just holding it with my fingers on the inside. Just till that's bonded. So as you can see from the inside, it's a pretty sturdy box. I'll just go in with my bone folder and just reinforce each of the sides. So that's that. So really all we need to do is attach this bit. Now for this bit, I will use Tear and Tape because obviously there's going to have a little bit more opening, closing, and you just really want to make sure that it's very secure. And we're attaching this bit to the inside of the box, and then this bit flaps over the top. So I'll just put 2 strips along here. Sorry, I'm in shadow with the box or the bag being in the way. And then quite close to the score line here. Then I can use my take your pick tool. Okay, so you can pick whichever your favorite side is. If you have a better side, I'm trying to see how my how it finishes on the edge. I think I'm pretty good on both sides. I don't need to worry too much. I think I prefer this side, right? And then we're just going to get this in and line my edge right up to the score line. Oops, I have to open it out a little bit, get enough room. And right up as close to the score line as you can get. And there you go. And then just give that a good press down with your bone folder. And there we have it. And that is your bag. Oh, that would be if I hadn't gone and done that. It's creased my thing at the top. Okay, that's your bag. So, as I said, where did I put it now? I had it sitting here to show you. Oh yeah, here. So we're going to get some of the Evening Evergreen Open Weave ribbon, which is in our in color selection. And let's just tie a bow in that, and that will keep it shut for a little while until I work out what we can do for a little decorative tag. Go a bit tighter than that, I think. I'll put on my scissors. I'll put my other scissors. Okay, so that's our bag for now, but let's, kind of got that. That's the problem. I haven't pinched that on the inside. A bit of extra scoring wouldn't have gone amiss here. There, that's it. Okay, so, little tag. So I've got the tailor, what are they called? Tailor tags. Tailor-made tags. These ones. I had that one out because I was making my tag from yesterday, which is this one. So I think I'll use white this time. Tailor-made tag, yes, that's what they're called. Hold on a second, I'll get some white. And on the, actually what, Painted Christmas does go with a totally different set, Painted Christmas DSP, but in our, I was using it last month, my class was with Sparkle of the Season, and I think that it pairs really well with it as well. So I am going to use the little pine cone and maybe the spruce or the fir, whatever it is, piece here as a decorative element on my tag. So I'm going to cut one of these first in white. Yeah, it's a really easy bag, Carolyn. When I made it last night, I thought, could I brave this for a live? Because I'm not very good at, I like just doing simple things on my live in case I get a bit flustered. But I thought it's actually really easy. It shouldn't be too hard to do. Okay, so Evening Evergreen, and then I might do soft Suede crumb cake for the little pine cone. Okay, so I'm going to use Evening Evergreen, which is obviously the colour of the cardstock, the colour of the ribbon, and one of the colours in the DSP. And this is my well-used stamp set from this month's classes. Next month we're using the Peaceful Cabin, which is all greys and whites and silvers. It's very pretty. So I haven't really worked out what I'm doing on this yet, but I think if I do a couple of little swirls and swirls, I mean, and we'll do a pine cone or two in the middle. No. Okay, can I remedy that? Let's see. Haha. Okay, can I? It's really hard when I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. No, I can't see if I'm on the right space because the camera's in the way. I might have to cut another one. Let's try. It's going to be bad, isn't it? Yeah, no, that's going to annoy me. I'm going to have to cut another one. Sorry guys, give me a minute. It's too hard when the camera is kind of on top. To get your head right over it. But I think, to be honest, that stamp was a little bit too detailed to line it up again. I've managed on occasion to line up kind of easier stamps, but alas, not that one. So here's another one. We'll chuck that one. Unfortunately, with a stitched one, it's not something you can just turn over because the stitching is only one way. So let's try that again. Ugh, got ink on it now. Well, we can cover that definitely with a piece of fur. That's better. Okay, now I'm going to take a little scrap of crumb cake and stamp. Here's the scrap here. And I will stamp my little pine cone, and I'll use soft suede for him. I haven't actually used these yet. Right, so soft suede. I'll do 3. See how we get on. You never know, I might cut them out wrong. Okay, so Sparkle Up the Season, and I need my seasonal swirls dies, which I just took out, and I thought I put them in here. No, I didn't. I put them here. Okay, so let's get, we have, in the seasonal swirls dies, this actually isn't all of them, because I haven't put my ones back from class yesterday, but we get, let me just show you. Move that out of the way. You have some little leaves. So it's kind of good for autumn, Halloween, Christmas, even New Year, really, with this lovely star one. So you could have actually cut out this pine leaf, some of the leaves with a little pumpkin. And then over here, we have a third wreath. So with this one with the leaves, little bat, he's so cute. And you get little berries, but I want the little pine cone. There is a third wreath, but I have it out on my desk because we were using it yesterday. So let me just cut a few of my little pine cones, which are very, very dinky. Very dinky. First one, second one, oh, got glue on my finger, and my moving. Right. 2. And my final one, I may not use them all, but better be prepared. I'm also wondering what my best greeting would be. I need something very small. That one didn't work out very well, so we're just going to have 2. As I got distracted looking at some of my stamps. Wondering, I've got that. That one. I might use the little something from here. Have I put this back in? No, I haven't. It's in my desk. Yes, Season's Greetings I think I will use because it's pretty small. So let's my little pine cones. And then I'm just going to use this Season's Greetings, and I will use, I think I might go, let's try the soft suede. So Season's Greetings comes from Penguin Place, because I want something really tiny, and the other ones are a little bit big. So would it fit right on there? No, it's going to need an extra little piece of white. Here's one I just happen to have. See if I like it in brown first. Actually, that's okay. What do you think, brown, or shall we go with just stamp it off a little bit here. Shall we go with the green? Dun, dun, dun. I don't know. I'm a little torn. Brown might be a little. Actually, I think I will go with the brown, with the soft suede. Okay, so let's chop this down a little bit smaller. I'll just use my little mini trimmer, which I find very handy for things like this. I'll go to put there. And oh, stuck. And then I can probably put this under my pine cones before I stick them on. Let me see how much room I have. Okay, a little bit less. Actually, how much does this measure? For 1.5. So 1.5 is here. Okay, so let's put that on dimensionals and add my little pine cones. Then you do, with this tailored tag set, you also get some little, what would you call it, little reinforcement hole things, which are very handy, but I don't think I need them for this. I think it's enough what I have on at the minute. So just taking my backings off my dimensionals, I'll put that centrally there. Oops. And then I can add my 2 little pine cones. I kind of feel I'm missing some bling. Bling can I put on? We think bling at Christmas. It's too plain. Needs some bling. I can't really have berries because I've made it a Christmas tree thing. I think your mum's come on, Carolyn. She's thinking, what are you watching? Good morning, Carolyn's mum. So I'm going to just have a little check in my, I'm going to move that teeny tiny pine cone down before I lose it. Check in my embellishments as to what we can use. Oh, actually, I've got the little, if I've got any left. I wonder if I got any left of the, maybe I don't. Nah, of course I don't. Oh, no, I do. I have some of the Evening Evergreen little jewels. So that would go nicely. So let's put this together. I'm going to, first of all, just tie this on with a bit of linen thread. And I can see this, this is annoying me because I know I'm going to put something in it. So I'm going to have to move that out of the way, put that back in its little place. Because I'm not very good at keeping projects out of ink pads once they are completed. Isn't this wonderful, Carolyn, that you and your mum can connect over my Facebook Live? I love it. You'll be pleased to know, Carolyn's mum, that she's cleaning the kitchen. Oh, I know. Oh, Carolyn, I've so many times I've ruined projects by just not. I know always the thing is to tidy up when you're finished, but I'm not very good at tidying up mid-project. And that can be my problem. If I don't put the ink pad away, it's more than likely going to end up wrecking it. So just tying this back up again, and then I'm going to go back and just add some little sparkly bits to it. So hopefully I won't. This is what I said, the bag is so easy to create. It's the decoration that takes forever. And see what I mean about fingers and thumbs? There. Finally got there. Okay. So there, move that along a bit more centrally. That is annoying me a little bit, but... And then let's put a few of these on. I'll put some on the bag itself. I think we'll just add a few over here. Some of these big ones. And then I'll add two little ones to the maybe add a couple more, maybe to the bag. So these would be great for if you've plans for teachers' gifts or anybody's gifts really. I mean, it really takes only a couple of sheets of cardstock and one sheet of DSP. And we know, I'm sure every single person watching this is guilty of hoarding their DSP. So I'm sure you have, and even if you haven't a full sheet, you might have 2 half sheets, or if you've got 15 by 25 in twice, you have enough to make this bag. In fact, what you could do as well, if you didn't have enough of the DSP, what you could do, you make the back side just cardstock and just maybe have the front and DSP. So if you didn't have enough to make a full bag out of the DSP, but it is really simple. As you could see, it really didn't take very long. I just fittered about for half an hour making a tag. So that's the majority of the time of today's project was making a tag. But as I said, I got this idea from Ludovine Bertois in France. And she is from, let me just check it again. Hold on, I have to put my password in. had this open. It's Ludivine et Création. But I will link it when I put the description on, when I get it all set up on the Facebook page. But it's a beautiful and easy little gift bag to make, and I'm sure it would make a wow accompaniment to the present that's on the inside. But I hope you enjoyed that today, and I will see you again next week. Take care, everybody. Bye. Bye, Carolyn. Bye, Carolyn's mum. Bye.